So yeah, people, welcome back to the channel. The England squad got announced today at 2 PM by Gareth Southgate, and yes, there's some surprises which I wanted in the team. James Maddison got in, which I think is brilliant because he's got a really good record at the moment in terms on fire, so I'm glad he got in. But the one that stood out for me is Callum Wilson has got his place in the World Cup. He hasn't played for England since 2019, and he gets his place ahead of Ivan Toney, which is unbelievable, and rightly so. After Harry Kane, Callum Wilson is definitely the second best English striker we have for this country. There's no shadow of doubt about that. His record says though, even with injuries, he still scores more than 10 goals a season. He can run him behind, he can hold the ball up, and he's fit and he's ready to go, and he'll be absolutely delighted with that. We'll get into the squad now, and I'll mention the squad. The goalkeepers are Pickford, Pope, and Ramsdale from Arsenal. No Dean Henderson in that, which I thought they might have picked him after he's had quite a good season with Nottingham Forest, doing some good saves and stuff. But they've went with Ramsdale from Arsenal, rightly so. Arsenal are flying. Nick Pope, Newcastle, absolutely flying, and yeah, Pickford. Three very good goalkeepers, if I'm honest. I hope Pope starts, but yeah, there's the three goalkeepers. We'll go on to defence now. We've got Alexander-Arnold, which I was 50-50 on after he's had a really bad run of form at the moment in time with Liverpool, but the fact is that him going forward and his crosses and his ability to whip a ball in and that is unreal. He's the best we've got apart from Trippier, so it makes sense to take him another option. Connor Cody, that one came as a surprise to me, I'm not going to lie. Yes, he was at Wolves and he's just signed for Everton last year after Newcastle will England as well. He's a leader, he's a very, very good defender, but that one was a shock for me. I wasn't expecting him in the squad, if I'm honest, but he's in. Eric Dyer, I don't rate him, if I'm honest. I don't know how he's got in. Same as Harry Maguire, I don't know how he's got in. Southgate goes for safety, we all know that, but for me, Dan Burn should have been there. Harry Maguire is absolutely crap. He's had a shite season for Man United. Terrible he is, and I believe that Dan Burn should have the shot at that one. So yeah, Eric Dyer and Maguire for me, don't rate them too. But yeah, Luke Shaw on the left. I would say Luke Shaw's the best left back we've got. He's a great left back, reliable, he can get up the pitch, whip the ball in, defend as well, up and down that channel. So yeah, I think Luke Shaw, it was right to pick him for it as well. John Stones, no brainer for me, a quality player, a great defender, plays for Manchester City. Yeah, he mightn't get many games because obviously Laporte and Diaz played, but for me, John Stones is a quality player, and I'm glad he's getting on the plane. Kieran Trippier, our boy, definitely on the plane. Gareth Southgate loves him, trusts him, and he's a leader. He can whip the ball in, defend, score a free kick, whip a set piece in. Yeah, Trippier definitely was a no-brainer for me. I knew that Pope and Trippier would be there. I knew they'd be in. And obviously there's Kyle Walker and Ben White. Kyle Walker for me definitely has to go. Absolutely rapid right back for Manchester City. Obviously with the injury to Reece James from Chelsea, which is an absolute bummer because he's actually had an outstanding season with Chelsea. But with his injury, they've brought Kyle Walker, and obviously Trippier can play there as well. Trippier can also play on the left hand side as well, left back, right back. There's loads of options in there for full backs for England. And then Ben White, not gonna lie, I haven't seen much about him this season, so I can't really say that about him. But yeah, hopefully he gets a little chance, you know what I mean, get some experience in this World Cup. That'll be good for him in his career. Now we'll go to the midfielders. Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham. This lad is top draw for me. He's got loads of skills. He's been linked with Real Madrid and stuff. He is the real deal. He's young, he's hungry. I think he's a very, very good talent for England, and he's got a great future ahead of him for many, many tournaments. He's absolutely class. Delighted he's going, and yeah, Jude Bellingham for me is a very, very talented player, and he's on the way to Qatar. And then you look at the rest of them. Conor Gallagher, from Chelsea. We were interested in buying him. Didn't happen. He scored a couple of screamers for Chelsea this season. He'll get a chance, but for me, it's still a risk. Once he's a league player, you know, and then Jordan Henderson's in, you know, he's getting on a bit now, even though he's, again, never a good leader. They're getting on. But this one for me is a very good one. Mason Mount, he's outstanding for Chelsea, young, hungry, and he'll be class. I saw somebody put on his Twitter this morning that him in a England top when he was 7-year-old, and now he's actually in a World Cup. It's like a dream come true for him. It's such a good story that for Mason Mount, absolutely quality. We got Callum Phillips, who played for Leeds, signed for Man City last transfer window. Callum Phillips and me, I didn't think he would go because he's not getting game time at Manchester City, but Southgate has went, there we go, he safetied him, he likes him. Obviously if Jordan Henderson gets an injury, Callum Phillips will step in there and rightly so as a holding midfielder. But we've got Declan Rice as well. Declan Rice is a no-brainer. Declan Rice will be starting before him, no shadow of a doubt. Mason Mount, Bellingham and Rice for me. If I was picking that midfield, I'd pick Declan Rice in the holding role, Mason Mount and Jude Bellingham in the more two advanced positions. That'll be what I would choose anyways, in my opinion. Now we're going to the forwards. Bill Foden, definitely 100% guaranteed. He's got his players in the plane. He's outstanding for Man City. Class player. Absolutely unreal. Rapid. Passing's immense. His runs, his agility. He works his arse off. Phil Foden for me is absolutely class. He would be definitely one of the first players on the team sheet. Jack Grealish, there's another one. Jack Grealish is another one there before. Don't really rate him much. I think he was class at Aston Villa, but when he went to Manchester City, you just realise that you're not the star player anymore. Like at Villa, you're just like another top player at the club, so you don't look as good, if that makes any sense. But he's only scored 1 goal all season. Yeah, we had a great season, but Southgate's picked him again. Jack Grealish can set a goal up very quickly, come on, change the game tactics. Will Jack Grealish start? Don't think so. I think he'll be on the bench, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens with him. And there we go, the star, Harry Kane. Harry Kane is the #1 striker for England. He will start all the games, well, shadow of a doubt. Outstanding player. He scored something like 180 goals in the Premier League already. He's only 70 off Shearer's record or something, 60 something, so absolutely immense him. He's definitely one on the plane. And this one I really like, James Maddison, the one who was linked with Newcastle United for £50 million, who got rejected by Leicester, 2 bids in the last transfer window. He is a surprise pick, and a good pick, because I didn't think Southgate was going to pick him, but you can't not pick him. The form he's on of his life, the goals and assists he's had for Leicester this season is unreal. So James Maddison to me is an outstanding player. The way he can turn the ball, run at people, spray it wide, also cross the ball and shoot. He can play in the middle, he can play on the right wing. He is an outstanding attacking midfielder for me, and I'm absolutely buzzing he's going. He's a great asset to England, and yeah, fantastic for him. Marcus Rashford is the other one. Rashford for me didn't have a very good start of the season, whatever, he was poor, but he's starting to get back to his ways now, and he's pacey, he's class, he's rapid, he's rocking on the right foot, and for me, he is pacey, he's out, he can cause real problems for the fullbacks, getting in behind them and that, and in behind the back four with runs, absolute class. Same as Saka and Sterling. Them again are absolutely rapid. Rashford, Saka and Sterling running at you. I'd pick probably them 3, but then again you got Foden as well, so it's difficult. But yeah, Sterling, since left Man City, hasn't really done that much with Chelsea, but where's pace now, he caused defenders nightmares. So yeah, Rashford, Saka and Sterling will be absolutely class going forward, causing nightmares for defenders. And the best one of the one yet is Callum Wilson, the last but not least, has been picked for England finally for the first time in 3 years. He gets his call up. He will be delighted, over the moon. This is now 5 Newcastle players who are going to the World Cup. Bruno Guimaraes for Brazil, Karankoul for Australia, Fabian Shaw for Switzerland, and Pope, Trippier and Wilson for England. We have 6 players going to the World Cup. We've never had that many before, ever. I don't know if we've had any go to the World Cup before when we had the last regime, so this is outstanding. It shows how far we've come in 12 months. This is brilliant for Newcastle United and for the players. It's unbelievable. We're going to have a great experience here, and it's going to be fantastic for every single one of them. So there we go, people. That is the final 26-man squad that Gareth Southgate has picked this afternoon at 2 p.m. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the team news. Yeah, let me know what you think, and if you would like and subscribe to this channel, that would really do me a massive favour and help. I'm close to 7 subscribers at the moment in time. So yeah, if you could do me a favour and you haven't already clicked that big red button yet, just get down there, it's totally free, smash that red button and you'd be helping me out massively. Thank you very much. But yeah, thank you very much everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night and I'll see you on the next one.